Welcome to Learning with Mo. In this tutorial, we'll take a look at how we can add 3 different Excel data sets into a single cohesive data. Here you can see I have several data sets. Here is my employee table. We just have basic information in here, the employee ID, name, division, department. Over here, we have the performance table. So this one has the employee ID and the actual evaluation score. And then finally, over here to the far right, we have the time off table. So this is a running form that's collecting time off requests and the amount of days. Well, the end goal is I want to be able to pull in those different data sets into Excel so that they can talk to each other, and I can create a single cohesive table, just a single source of truth. So that's what we want to do today. To do that, I'll go ahead and open up my Excel. Here's my blank workbook. So what I want to do, I want to go ahead and first I want to add a sheet here. This is going to be metrics. So I'll just call this metrics. This is going to be the sheet that has the combination of all 3 tables. Now here's where the magic happens. When I click on the data tab, in the get and transform data section, just like with Power BI and Power Query and Power Pivot, I can actually pull in data into my Excel from different places. In this case, I wanted to pull in 3 Excel workbooks. And the whole idea is to get those 3, to query really those 3 workbooks. And then what I can do is I can create a single table that pulls in information from those 3 tables there as well. So this is a query. So when we pull the workbook into Excel, we're not making any changes to the original file. So we're just referencing the file. I'll go ahead and click here. I'll click on Get Data from File. Here's Excel. And I'll go ahead and pull in my employees table first. So here's the employees table. I'll click on Import. And you'll see this dialog box appear, the same dialog box that you'll see for Power BI. You just need to choose the data set. Here's a preview of the data. And I want to load. I don't need to make any transformations right now. I'll go ahead and load that in here. And I am good to go. It's called Employees 1, Employees 1 table. I can change these later just to make it more of a robust structure. Right now, I just want to go ahead and get the other 2 files in here. So get data from file, and I'll go ahead and grab. So I'll grab the time off. I'll grab the performance, and then the time off. So I'll just pull these in, same thing like I did before. Go ahead and load. So I have the performance and the employees. I'll go ahead and grab one more. So now I need the time off. There we go. I'll go ahead and import that. And just like before, I'll choose the table and click on load, and I'm good to go. So there you go. I have my 3. Now, the only thing I need to do here is just to kind of clean things up. So this is employees. I'll just change this name to just employees. Time off. I'll call this one leave requests. Or actually, leave balance, because that's what we want to calculate here. So I'll call this leave balance. And this table is the performance. So I'll call this one evaluations, and I'm good to go. Now the employees table is called, let's see, employees. I'll change this to TBL, employees, and press enter. For the leave balance, this is called time off, TBL time off, that's perfectly fine. And then for this one, let's see, table design, table 1. So I'll give this a meaningful name, and I'll call this one evaluations. So I'm good to go. I've named the tables. Naming them is important because it allows me to reference them by name. I'm also going to just fix these numbers here. I just want 1 decimal. So just a little bit of cleanup in here. There you go, just a single decimal. Leave balance, these are okay. And then for my employees, I need to just go ahead and fix the yearly salaries. These should be either accounting or currency. I'll go for accounting. And there we go. So that's how we can pull in data from different places. Now I'll do a quick test here. We've done our job. We've pulled the data in. So now the next step is on the metrics tab to use XLOOKUP to pull in information from the other tables. But just to kind of drive the point home, we're just referencing the data set. We're not making any changes to it. I'm going to change the salary for Sarah Kling. So I'm going to open up the employee file. So I'll go back here. Here is my employees table. And I'm just going to change the salary for Sarah to 70,000. Press the Enter key. I'll press Save, and I'll go ahead and close this file. Now what I just did, remember this is a query. So we're just referencing that actual file so you can see a preview of it here. I'm going to right click and refresh the query. And you can see right there, the 70,000 for Sarah Kling has been updated right away. So pulling data into Excel is a great way to reference a data source. And that creates a really nice one-way connection. You cannot make any changes to the original data source, but you can build your data from those three sources there as well. So we are good to go.